Hey everyone, so today I decided to play one of my OG favorite decks, which is Scargrounds with BRAUM VLADIMIR. It's a really simple deck revolving around this landmark card called the Scargrounds. 3 mana, you play it, and then whenever an ally survives damage, you grant it +1 attack and toughness. And I don't know why, but I just find it so fun, just taking these units, which a lot of them already have some crazy stats, like Vladimir and BRAUM already, we'll get to in a second, but they already have regeneration and quite a bit of health. And so putting tough on them is really nuts. And then increasing the attacks of all your units, especially BRAUM, is just really fun. Like having this crazy big BRAUM with regeneration and challenger and toughness and actually having attack points, I don't know, it just feels so good to me. Yeah, so BRAUM, 4 mana, 0/6. They actually buffed him like a month or so ago. I think like 1 or 2 patches ago. Give him an extra health, which really helps him. And so he has challenger and no attack. When he takes damage, he summons you a Mighty Pora, which is a 3/3 unit with overwhelm. And then once you get to 10 total damage, he levels up and actually gets 1 attack by default, and then turns into 7 health. And then every single time you take damage after that, you summon a 3/3 Poro. And so you can just start filling the board with those things. And we have quite a bit of little pings that ping your whole board. And so if you get a bunch of these little Poros going, and Scarground starts buffing all their attack and they have overwhelm, it can be some devastating damage. This deck has the potential to just one turn kill in various different ways. It's just really fun to me. Yeah, then we have Vladimir. It's kind of weird that he doesn't have regen on his level 1, but it's so easy to level him up in this deck. He only needs to have 5 different allies survive damage, and you're going to be pinging everything so easily. You have so much health to be able to survive attacks and trade that he's going to level quite easily. And so before he levels, when you attack, each attacking ally on his right, kind of like support units, but it goes down the whole line, like Ari or something. It deals 1 to it, and then 1 to the enemy nexus. So you can just ping your units, which usually is good for you with Scargrounds. Just gives them extra stats. Gives them toughness if they don't already have it, and then you start dealing a bit of burn damage, right? But then when he levels up, he becomes 6/6, and then instead of just dealing 1 damage to everything on his right, he actually drains it. You can actually start healing back some life after you level him, which is pretty good because this deck is kind of awkward in the early game, and so sometimes you have to take a decent amount of damage before you stabilize, and this can just help you heal back up. Yeah, since the deck revolves around a landmark that's played on 3, this is sort of going to waste your turn 3. And so to not die before turn 4 when you can actually play a decent unit, we're going to have obviously some early units. Crimson Bloodletter is the Vladimir synergy card. Yeah, it's a 1/2. The next time you summon another ally, deal 1 to it, and then grant this card +1/+1. So it pairs well with a lot of the cards in the deck. And obviously once you play Scargrounds, it won't matter. You're either triggering the toughness or dealing no damage, and then granting the unit some stats. It's really cool if you can get this to survive until turn 4. And then you have Scargrounds on 3, you play BRAUM on turn 4. BRAUM on summon gets triggered, becomes a 1/5 with toughness, and then it'll give you the 3/3 for free. But it's also not bad if you can somehow play it before a scarmother vrynna, which we'll get to in a second, or the next card, which is Crimson Disciple. So Disciple, whenever it survives damage, you deal 1 to the enemy nexus. So it's a cheap unit to play, and it can actually deal quite a bit of burn damage in this deck because you have a lot of different board-wide pings. In worst case scenario, you just use it to not die in the early game. Then we have Ember Maiden. There's a few different good options you can put here, but this card, especially when combined with Scargrounds, is just so good right now, I feel like. Especially against Ari Kennen. It's like your Ari Kennen Copium card. Because if you can get this on board with Scargrounds, every turn they're just getting pinged their whole board. And it makes it so awkward for them to keep anything out for more than 1 turn. I mean, you're still unfavored, but I just like that it can just sit there. I mean, and even if you're not against things with a bunch of 1 health units, you're still just constantly pinging them, making them weaker. So you can deal potentially more overwhelm damage to them. And then you're also making your units get increased in stats, right, because of Scargrounds. So it just makes a lot of sense, and even though most time when I run this deck I don't play this card, I've been really liking it when I've been testing it out today. Then we basically have a lot of different little cheap spells that synergize with the deck very well. So Death Lotus deals 1 to all battling units. This can help you in the early game just survive some aggro decks. A lot of them only have 1 health units, so you can just ping them all off. Also pretty good against scouts. A lot of scouts units only have 1 health. Like Mariah Warden has only 1 health, and sometimes it summons you a unit with 1 health. Then those little challenger birds, and Valor only has 1 health. Yeah, it can just help you stabilize against aggro decks. And in this deck you can actually use it as a battle trick to trade things. When you have Scargrounds on the board and you use this, all of your units don't really lose any health if they already have toughness and stuff, but they each gain 1 attack, and then the enemy units will lose 1 health. So using a Death Lotus can basically take off 2 health of an enemy. And you compare that with BRAUM, for example. So let's say you attack with BRAUM, he has 0/6 stats. He attacks something with 2 health. If on the stack you play a Death Lotus, you'll deal 1 damage to your BRAUM, increase his stats by 1. He'll be a 1/5 with tough now. and the enemy will lose 1 health, and now die to your 1 attack from the BRAUM. And if you're attacking with overwhelm units, it can also be used as a combat trick to push a little bit extra damage by removing 1 health that they could stop your overwhelm damage from doing. Troll Chant is like the best combat trick in the entire game. You obviously gotta run it. It's so amazing in this deck because we have so many things that are gonna make them weak, and Troll Chant basically just makes every single card you have invincible. Like in any combat, you can basically protect your unit from whatever the hell you want. Unless they have hard removal, you're probably gonna beat it with a Troll Chant, and most of the time you're gonna be able to keep like 2 of your units alive with a Troll Chant. So it's super strong. And Ice Shard, kind of like a Death Lotus, but it can be used whenever you want for 1 extra mana. And it hits the whole board, doesn't just hit units in combat. So again, can be used to remove some things. It does damage itself to their Nexus. It gets rid of their health, so you can push extra overwhelm damage sometimes, can help you trade better, can buff up all your units. So yeah, just pings like this are like what the deck revolves around. Then we have our like hard removal. So Scorched Earth is for some reason not popping up on this website. It's only showing Guillotine. But Scorched Earth just kills a damaged unit or a landmark. But since there's not many landmark decks going around, I actually swapped one for a Noxian Guillotine. I mean, you could also play like just straight up 2 of these instead of Scorched Earth if you really don't want to play against landmark decks. But I really don't like landmark decks, and so I want at least like a chance to be able to beat them if I do play into them. It's not that big of a difference. But whenever you kill a damaged unit, you create a fleeting copy of it in hand again, so you can like pick off multiple big things. So we talked about all the different pings we have in the deck, and so most people you play against, you're going to be able to make them weak pretty easily. And so technically being able to set up like a huge turn where you just start picking off huge units, like probably against like Pantheon decks with those dragons and stuff like that, this would obviously be way stronger. So you can think about that. 3 Sisters just for like some sort of diverse answers to things. It's 1 mana spell, and you have a choice of 3 different spells to create. You can either create a 3 mana burst speed blast freeze and just freeze someone's attack. You can Fury of the North for 4 mana, which is a spell that gives you 3 attack and 4 health. You can push some extra damage, keep some things alive. Or you can take Entomb. It's a 5 mana fast speed spell that'll lock something in like this landmark tomb thing for 2 turns. Which by the way can be used offensively, so if you have like a big overwhelm unit and they have like a big blocker for some reason, you can just Entomb it. Then now you have no blocker in front of you to do the maximum amount of damage you can. And obviously really good protection. And then I run 2 Whispered Words because this deck kind of runs out of steam quite easily. And so the draw just feels really nice. Then like the big units of the deck starts off with Tarkaz. So Tarkaz is a 5 mana 5/8, which is just a crazy stat line for a 5-drop. It's actually so funny. Like so many mid-range decks play some big unit, like they'll play their 5-drop. It's like, oh look at me, I got a 5/5 or a 5/6. And then you just play a Tarkaz, and it's like, what do they do? How are they gonna attack into this? Especially when you have banked mana and Scargrounds on the field, you could like ping them with like a Death Lotus or an Ice Shard, or if you imagine if you have a Troll Chant, like it just makes all their attacks so bad. And just such a funny card to play down. And then he has this awesome effect where he deals 1 to all battling units. And so you can abuse this with the BRAUM. You can drag things that only have like 1 health, for example, and then Tarkaz will just ping them off for free. Or ping things for like 2 health. Again, it'll ping BRAUM to give him 1 extra attack with Scargrounds, and then ping their health to bring them down 1. So you can do some like combos with that. But when he gets pinged and becomes like a 5/7 with tough, it is so hard to just like get rid of that card without hard removal. It's just so nuts. And the ability like synergizes so well. Like when I actually, in my past versions of the deck, I actually prioritize this card over Vladimir. Probably just because I find the stats to be so crazy, and the fact that it hits the enemy units is really good. It's just a super fun card in this deck. Then we have like the big powerhouse of the deck, Scarmother vrynna. It's a 3/8 with overwhelm. Whenever it survives damage, you're granted +3 attack. Plus, when you think about it, it actually basically goes up by 4 attack every ping because of Scargrounds if you have it on the board. Because Scargrounds is buffed by 1, she buffs herself by 3. So Vladimir, boom, she's a 7. Tarkaz, boom, she's a 11 after that. You play any of these spells on top of it, or you have Ever Maiden pinging her every turn, and she just gets insanely big. And the most fun combo in the deck is playing a Basilisk Bloodseeker onto the Scarmother. The Basilisk Bloodseeker, you play it, and it deals 1 to an ally and an enemy 4 different times. So you can usually kill an enemy, and then you ping the Scarmother vrynna 4 different times, and again it buffs it by 4 each time. And so she ends up having 19 attack by default just from playing a Basilisk Bloodseeker. Not to mention any other buffs. And that's basically an OTK right there. This combo is actually so fun that I used to always run like 2 of these at least, sometimes even 3. But obviously if you draw them too early, it can really break your hands. So I cut it down to 1 and I tried that out, and it did feel pretty good. But again, this is such a fun card that you probably should consider upping this to 2. Maybe dropping like a Whispered Words or like a Three Sisters, and you'll have a lot more fun probably in the games. Yeah, so full disclosure, there's been times where I play this deck and like go on like 6 loss streaks. So today I got kinda lucky, pretty good day, got some funny wins, didn't really lose, but it's definitely like a hit or miss deck. There's some times where you just will never draw Scargrounds, and although this deck can win without Scargrounds, it's way more difficult. Like the deck without Scargrounds is pretty like average, pretty bad even. But as soon as it gets Scargrounds, it starts like popping off. And so yeah, some games, even if you full mulligan for Scargrounds, you just won't hit, and that'll suck. Also sometimes, you don't run that many early units, so if you get against an aggro deck and you don't kind of draw any of these little early units, or don't draw like your removal, then you can just like lose instantly. You can have quite a bit of awkward hands sometimes. But yeah, it's not the most consistent deck, not the most competitive, but it is one of my most fun decks to play in Runeterra that I've encountered. There's so many different times you end up with these board states that are just like unfair to like other mid-range decks. It's just so funny to see. And you can set up attacks that deal like 50 plus damage in one attack. It's just I don't know, it's really fun to me. Yeah, maybe you guys will check it out and have fun with it too. And yeah, that's about it. By the way, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, I really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Maybe even like the video, it would really help me out. And as always, if you want to see me play anything in the near future, you can leave a comment below. I make a Runeterra video every single day, so the extra ideas are definitely useful. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks. Ooh, Taliyah Malphite. Let's see whose units are bigger. It's kind of not good right now, but this will be good later. So, looking like a pass Scargrounds into Ember Maiden, or possibly BRAUM. Okay, these are really good for later. If he has a kind of a slow hand, could be chilling. Maybe I'm supposed to keep that Scorched Earth now I think about it. To like try to pick off a Malphite, I mean. It is tough though. Okay, didn't have that good of a start. You can go maybe wide right this turn. Maybe I was supposed to play an Ember Maiden first. But we can't pass and see what he does, so I'll just pass back. That's an interesting card to be putting in the deck. Okay, we're kind of low already. Oh, we should be sort of stable now. That's kind of scary as well. Let's see what we can do. That kind of is annoying. I think it's a Tarkaz angle instead of Ember Maiden. Because we dragged that. Oh my god. I want to get the most progress as possible. Okay. Obviously not gonna let that kill me. Kinda sucks that it's not weak. Like I might have to like literally sack this into something. If he has even more landmarks, like what do we do? Maybe we do have to sack BRAUM. Oh, he's just gonna drag this, right? this one. The good news is that this turn, it should be able to die, because it will get weak from something. I hope he can't kill this at burst speed. Okay. He loses 1 health to this, then we gain 1 attack because of this. And the good news is that if it doesn't work, it did. If it didn't work, we could just play vrynna. We play this now.
Let the flames take you.
Like, he might actually want to kill this with another one of those stun things. But yeah, like, you can't be wasting the stuns on these, I don't think. Because I have, like, these things are eventually going to be huge. Unless you have, like, I guess a hush waiting. Maybe you have a hush. I think I want to save this for when this is on the board. And this doesn't make much sense to play right now. Not even really close to leveled up. Funny enough.
Who would dance with me?
My shield is my sword. Good luck. Have fun.
Something like this. Makes sense, I think. Also, it makes this Malphite weak to be able to use Scorch later on it. Nice. Okay, everything's going sort of according to plan so far. From level? I think we have to play this now, even though it does make it so you can like drag it. We always have a Scorched Earth. Do you think they ran Red of Negation? Oh, perfect. I'm thinking I Troll Chant because this is a lot of damage it's threatening. And he heals it back up, I think. It does level up that dude though. Okay, honestly, maybe it was not right to play this. I don't know why I did that. I just was thinking about it. So next turn is actually better to play it next turn because he'll probably use this to block. The only thing about doing this right now though is that if he has a second Malphite in his hand, he actually can't use the stun now. If I open attack, let's say. So for example, if we open attack, what are we looking at?
You're gonna hold a full-bodied
We should be friends.
It's taking 7. And those go up to like a huge amount. I don't know why that's blocking that. This will go up to 6 though. Goes up to 7, 13. It's not enough. I think we go for this. Yeah, so like I think what's probably better to do, again, if he has second Malphite, then the play I did was actually good. But if we... Oh, I think he has rare negation maybe? The thing is, if we go for the Scorch on this turn, then what happens is like, he'll probably block with Malphite onto this thing, and then you just kill it and you do the full damage. Okay, so he did have second Malphite, so maybe it was good. Pretty sure now we just sack this. And we do 31 negative. Alright, let's see what he's gonna do. Oh, Hush is a good card. Hush is a good card. Oh, got him, no. Yeah, like if he stunned this, or like stunned this, for example, maybe it would have messed us up, so maybe it was good we did it last turn. Let's go. That was a lot of damage. And when this deck works, it's so fun. Oh, Sivir Akshan, easy matchup. This is gonna be free. We got our Scargrounds already. We're Bing chilling. We have some spells. This matchup is unlosable. Look at him, doesn't even have a 1-drop. What a noob. Bank mana on 2 because we got some cheeky 2 mana spells. He never has Akshan here, right? That'd be cringe.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things.
That's so cringe. Attack me, you coward.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight.
This is justice.
That's a lot of damage. But it's fine. We're fine. Definitely didn't get the perfect 2 cards. You know what? It's fine. He can nut draw. He can get his Akshan into his Vagabond early. Attack on 2. That's fine. Attack on 3. That's perfectly fine. We just play Braum. What's he gonna do? Like, Braum's beating the fuck out of whatever the hell this is. And Akshan's just a little peasant. Bro, how many options do you have? You have 1 fucking spell mana. Sorry. It's like, dude. Maybe he knows it's over. He knows it's over already. That's what's happening. Oh, this is so good. I'll play it later though.
Let us get going.
You know that this used to also hit this, which I didn't mind because then this is like a 4-2 with stuff already.
Cool eye patch.
Did you like it?
Cool
I
eye
mean,
patch.
shut up and fight.
First we fight. Have you met my shield?
He has Shapestone. I think it's fine if he has Sharp Sight. Might not be fine. I think we also beat single. Nice. Kinda sucks that he levels this up. But at least he's not getting the Warlord's Horde like he would have next turn. Well, he would have started the countdown for it. The play is probably Ember Maiden and then have a Troll Chant up.
Took care of the guards, boss.
Good. Now let me do my thing.
Now it's probably just Tarkaz. He feels bad attacking. They're both 5 cost. Hey, why didn't you attack? Come on, man. What happened?
Show me your best.
Do it.
What the fuck is this attack? Oh really? Oh really? What the hell? I mean, he does get a bunch of these little things, but now he can't even play like a Sivir or something to put these little lucky finds onto them. Let's go. I told you it'd be free. It's too free.
Now we eat.
Trundle. Tryndamere. I'm kinda scared. Keep our landmark, don't need the little pings, because they're a couple of big boys. We try to just kinda lose. Like, we lose immediately to Ruination. Like, if we get a big board and he ruinates, we immediately lose. Vengeance is always gonna be held up. He's gonna have freezes for our big dudes. And yeah. Oh, we can still try. Okay. Probably catalysts. Oh, no catalyst.
Take heart.
Take heart.
Time for talking to.
Okay. Now we play
Nice to meet you.
this dude.
I came to fight.
That's what I thought. You better not attack me.
My shield is my. Have you met my shield?
I don't want to develop anything and get ruinated. He probably doesn't ruinate me here, but maybe I'm supposed to go wide actually. I'm supposed to smoke him down as fast as I can. Yeah, maybe I am supposed to be like uber aggro. Could be. Could be the case. Guess we'll find out. I'm down to play this. He wants to ruinate me. It is what it is. The If he doesn't ruinate me here, we're pushing a lot of damage. Nice. Again, we can't get ruinated, so we're just gonna do something like this.
Show me your best.
We gotta go through. That means I think he's gonna go for the field of rush. If he goes for field of rush, we win the game. Nice. Get shit on, scrub. Damn, okay, I did not think it was gonna go down that way. But I was kind of pessimistic going into that, because I'm like, he's gonna always hold up vengeances. They got 3 sisters and flash freezes and healing and ruinating the whole board. Oh man, but okay, sometimes it just goes your way. What do we got? Scouts? Okay. Shit, okay. They're pretty fast. Where are my Scargrounds? Where is it? It's okay, I'll drop by turn 3, right? I always do. What do we do, man? What do I do here? That's not good. Not ideal. The health is kind of fake, right? Just health.
I'll try anyone once. Hello, new best friend. I love a taste of the action.
Ice shard or that other thing, the blade. Shit.
My shield is yours.
Bruh. Come on now, man. Oh, I trolled. I'm supposed to kill that thing and I can just play Ember Maiden next turn. And kill all of them. I save 1 health. And I guess this works now too, because I have Death Lotus now.
He's on the job.
Dangerous water.
First we fight. Ah, this is fun, yes?
Get another unit.
It is easy, see?
Yeah, so many like small units. Like all of these die to this Death Lotus.
Alright, let's mess some folks up.
I just play the boy Tarkaz right now.
So many tinies. Time to get rowdy. You are safe with BRAUM.
This is so good. This is so good. Oh.
Honor guide me.
Just attack with everything.
My
Thank
time.
you. Let's go.
No one else?
I didn't want him to drag these though, which kind of sucks. Maybe I take 1 extra damage if I do this.
Behind BRAUM.
I should put it. I should put this in combat as well, right? Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of annoying that he dragged these. I mean, fair enough, right? But it would be really crazy if I could just hold those back. Yeah, we kind of evened the board up. Might be okay here. This will heal us up a little bit, I guess.
My
I don't think I attack with tarkaz since I don't have Scargrounds.
dress for the occasion in red.
Could have been a Ember Maiden play and keep up Braum's Take Heart. It worked as well. But as of right now, if he doesn't play anything, we just drag the Badger Bear obviously with Braum, and then Vlad everything. And then, or maybe we don't Vlad this thing. Actually we can, because he can't have anything to kill it if he doesn't play another unit.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Delicious.
Show me your best. Time to swim.
I like this.
Yes?
I guess now our Braum dies to Sharp Sight though, but we have another one. Okay, nice. Hey, Braum's leveled.
Time to celebrate.
I didn't expect him to play so many 1 health units still.
Looking for trouble?
I could have just played Ember Maiden. But I like that healing a little bit. And he's like, he doesn't have any champs, like progress for his champs.
The quiet of the woods. There's nothing.
That's not good.
Their pride will cost them. See? This is progress.
True. True, that's all his mana though, except for like Ranger. I think we're okay. I think we're okay here. That's smart. It's smart from the drag that so it doesn't die. He gives me 2 blockers though.
Love ya.
I didn't realize that. I guess I just scorched Earth, so he can't do anything about that.
I'm sorry.
You can't drag anything on purpose,
Oh, alright.
and this is just bad. This is just a bad attack from him. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so I was kind of worried because it's like, oh, scouts, they're fast. But as soon as we like cleaned up the board with that, whatever the hell, the 1 damage ping spell, board wipe, it was kind of chalked after that. We just have way too big of units and too many combat tricks to counter his attacks.